Cave and Clover Productions.
Hi, I'm Cameron Dutcher, and these are notes from the Cobweb Drive-In Cinema. A late night in the Cobweb Drive-In Cinema means that showings start at 10:30 p.m. on the dot, with no showing lasting more than 90 minutes. We wouldn't want to be waking anybody up when the credits roll. A24's Life After Beth is a star-studded comedy with Matthew Gray Gubler, Paul Reiser, Cheryl Hines, Molly Shannon, Dane DeHanna, John C. Reilly, and Aubrey Plaza, under director Jeff Baena, where a young man's recently deceased girlfriend mysteriously returns from the dead. The family is ecstatic until they realize that she is different than they remember. When others start to come back, all hell breaks loose, and Zach must end the relationship once and for all. If you love something, you must kill it. I give this film 7 Return of the Hiking Dead out of 10. Reporting from the Cobweb Drive-In Cinema and on behalf of Strike the Set podcast, I'm Cameron Dutcher. And with this episode of the Cobweb Drive-In Cinema, we'd also like to present to you Strike the Set interview with Electric Kitsch in Bay City, Michigan. They are a store selling more than just records. They sell a lot of records, CDs, cassettes. They've got movies for sale. They've also got a lot of singles and 8-tracks and whatever you're looking for. Electric Kitsch probably has it. Head over to Electric Kitsch in Bay City, Michigan, and stay tuned for an interview with Jessica and Jordan. Welcome to Strike the Set. My name is Cameron Dutcher. I'm sitting, of course, with my co-host, Mr. Gil Mencius, and my other co-host, Mr. Jared Sir Swish, the Jerk Frisch. And today we are joined by Jessica and Jordan of the Electric Kitsch. The one thing that I really want to know is that you recently celebrated a large, a milestone, if you will, in your business. What made you want to start a record store? Why a record store? Why not, a food or a bookstore? Why records?
Wheel.
Sure.
Well, it was just like a little bit of everything at the beginning. Jordan was a guitar repair tech, and he wanted to bust out on his own doing that for himself. And we thought maybe that wouldn't sustain itself as a business just yet, so we kind of had some records and some vintage clothing and some vintage gear and just knickknacks and weird stuff.
Okay.
Like, I think you did an interview with the Bay City Times at the time and called it like you wanted to have the coolest garage sale ever.
Yeah, I remember that.
Because you were roughly small when you first started, yeah?
Yeah, we were in a maybe 500 square foot building. It was really narrow and tiny. And yeah, we were just trying to sell fun, used, music-related things. Music, we had records. We didn't do any tapes or CDs or anything else, but we had a lot more equipment at the time. We had clothing, a lot more knickknacks. But yeah, we both kind of wanted to just branch out on our own. I had worked at Bees Music for 7.5 years, which is a musical instrument shop in Mount Pleasant. And, Jess and I had met and had talked about, doing something for ourselves that would be, part of a community like you were talking about. And I think having a record store is, obviously it's niche, but it brings in a ton of different people, all ages. So you really get to know certain kinds of people in the neighborhood. I mean, really well.
And plus people that go in and out all the time from the town, too. Like people that come in from summer or whatever.
Yeah.
Just passing through.
Sure. There's a lot of people that move away and come back for, obviously holidays.
Right.
Visit family or end up moving back because of so many reasons. So it is. And I feel like our store is very...
It's different than any others I've been to.
Yeah.
I mean, you've had, when you go to like a vintage store, then you're like, oh, similar things. But then here you're rotating constantly out of all different things. But also,
I think the environment is very different than other stores I've been to. Yeah, I'm talking maybe like the mom and pop or like nickel and dime, like
Right.
even like a 50s vibe where it's just, I don't know, I feel like, we
got all
type of
different
store that
years.
has like a line of credit, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Something that hasn't happened in like 40 years.
Well, that's the
or
thing. Is like you
something.
guys stay around longer than most of those ones that have come and go. That's which is good because you started off small and then you moved. A lot of places are like shut down right after the first year.
Yeah.
So you got it lucky
I
that
think, I
you.
think we knew that we had to be conservative and like we weren't gonna make a ton of money. We were never gonna be rich
Yeah,
from this.
right.
But we had to figure out how we could just
How we could
survive
still
with
right,
it.
even through pandemic crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything. Yeah, sheer like determination.
You're
And
like, we still want this. We just need to make it work.
yeah, and it's hard to, I mentioned, maybe I didn't, yeah, Rushmore Records is the record store I kind of grew up going to in Milwaukee, but Dan there said, he's like, if I can make it a year, he's like, that'll be sweet.
You're like, damn.
And yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, if you can do it a year, like, wow, it is
Yeah,
something just to
right.
keep going, but then
It's like a sad
after
reality.
that, no, it's not a sad reality.
I mean, like you're like thinking only a year, and you're like, damn, that's it, and then it's over. Thinking that, that's what I would think if I was like wanted to be there.
Yeah, it's kind of like what happens after that. You're like, whoa, to keep it kind of
Yeah.
going, It's all, it's the constant learning experience. And there's always going to be new people and new things to kind of tackle. Like you said, going through the pandemic, which is like, I mean, no one was prepared for
No.
that. Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
We're all kind of just like, I don't know.
Yeah,
This
and
is-
places that shut down that you think that would never happen, and then you're like, we're still here.
Yeah, and
know?
again,
But
yeah.
you're like, wow.
Yeah,
you
sheer
know?
determination. Like, we didn't get any help from
No.
the government. We didn't get any aid,
Grants.
any
Right,
grants,
yeah.
like nothing.
That's good. Just shows you when people want to keep coming here from out of town, and then people that are local to keep
Yeah.
it going.
Yeah.
Build up relationships and stuff.
After you opened the shop, what was the first thing that you were like, wow, we did that? What was that first big moment?
First big moment. I think, yeah, just opening, I guess. Maybe just doing it.
You're like, oh, we got it.
Well, when we opened, we couldn't even sell anything though because the city made
Yes.
us apply for like this like
Certain
even-
type of things going
yeah,
on.
it was like you
10
had to
different
have a
licenses.
different license to sell used
Oh, really?
stuff,
Wow, I didn't know that.
and we had
It's only
problems
part of
with-
downtown.
Yeah. So we had a big grand opening party. His family all came in from other states. Everybody just like put their name on things that they wanted to buy later.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
cool.
I mean, yeah, it was one of the oddest things. Yeah, I don't feel like I've ever had so much like opposition from like the city and opening. Like, I mean, you mentioned like having this like great community, and it's been all just the people. It wasn't really like the city that was like
Yeah,
for it. It seemed like they just wanted to tear it down so hard. Like there was no help at all.
Yeah.
All help came from just like the people.
Yeah.
Like we got help from what was Populous Coffee at the time, which was owned by
Lindsay.
Andrew had
No,
Andrew
Andrew
Populous,
Hefner.
Populous, yeah.
yeah.
I was thinking of the
Yeah,
other
it was
one, yeah.
Dan-
Because it's
Dan-
been like
Daniel.
5 different
Daniel.
coffee shops.
Yeah.
So I can't keep in line.
And that's how we met like Trevor Edmonds and his sister Lindsay, who now owns
Yeah.
Populous.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just kind of calling on people, and when a record store or just something niche like that opens up, it does bring a lot of people
Yeah.
around. Like
I came in
And-
pretty early too when you opened it. I was like, what is this? Because I like wandering in places. Never seen it there because I didn't know what it was before. Wasn't it a yoga studio before? That one old spot?
no, the yoga studio was
Oh, it was
next door.
That's right.
That was like a financial office.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it had been like a
Building.
real estate office and
Oh, okay.
the Bay Arts Council office.
Yeah, because I moved here like 2013. I was like, what the hell was that? I couldn't remember what your guys' building was before.
Yeah, Bay Arts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bay Arts.
Okay.
And there were a bunch of old things left in there.
Yeah.
But
And the State Theater would have, I think, kind of their green room too, in
Oh,
back
yeah.
for people. They rent
Yeah.
like a trailer, but yeah.
What's like some of the first records that got you hooked on records?
Oh man, I guess as a child, it was what my parents were listening to. So it was like Queen. I was like, even at like 10 years old, I could hear and I'm a guitar player for those who don't know, and a musician and a recording artist and blah
Karaoke
blah blah.
extraordinaire. I remember
Thanks.
that.
Yeah. So I was like
later.
hooked on sounds, and Brian May I thought always had a very interesting sound, and I guess according to all the guitar magazines and critics, I was right at a very young age because it is a very interesting guitar sound, and so it was like Queen and hearing, but it was like the production of everything. It wasn't like so much the songs, and it's like interested in like why things make that sound, and so like Harry Chapin too, like and the Eagles, like some of those records were like, why I guess wanted to listen to music or like recorded sounds.
Catches your ear, and then you're like,
those
what is
are-
this?
Yeah.
Wondering as a kid. 'Cause I
Yeah.
think mine was like Bill Cosby's himself, listening to that randomly. It was playing in my brother's room. I'm like, people are talking. I'm like, what is this? And I'm like, this is a comedy record? I was like, what? Because I'm like 8 years old. I don't know what that is. And then
R.I.P. Bill Cosby.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, yeah. Career and. Yeah. But yeah, it was stuff like that would catch me too, just by ear, just randomly. Comedy, and then I went
Yeah.
to music, like blues and piano stuff.
And Jess will probably talk about this with her older sisters, but my older sisters were into like hip hop and dance music, and I came from a blended, like multiracial family, so I had a lot of like Tejano music and like cumbia stuff. Like I don't know why, but as children we were hanging out at like this club called Tres Hermanos where my stepmom worked, where they had like live like cumbia and Tejano bands. I mean, we were children, like I'm talking like 8, 9 years old.
Yeah.
So I kind of got hooked on some of that stuff, like the really like lively, energetic dance music. And I mean, I have energy for eons. So as a kid, it was like great to dance. and sorry, you can go, Jess.
I mean, yeah, it's just, my parents have never really been big music people, but I have 2 older sisters, and it was the 80s, so they had a lot of hair metal around. And I just remember some of our first records. Well, mine were all passed down from them, but AC/DC, Queen. I had Snoopy and the Red Baron
There
and
you
some
go.
Sesame Street, which were bangers. They never took care of their records very well.
It's a lot of skipping.
Yeah.
Pops.
And we never had a lot of
Yeah.
records, but
You're like, I like when the beat drops. Oh, it's just skipping.
I
That
don't
wasn't
even
even a term
remember what
yet.
kind of turntable we had. It must have just been a toy.
Yeah, just a random one. Yeah, my sister was big into the metal hair stuff too. So I grew up similar to that, and then my brother was like 12 years older than me. Totally different genre. What I was listening to, obviously that young, and then my sister was like, Bon Jovi, all the Poison, everything like that.
My sister had a Bon Jovi poster
Really?
on our door for years.
Yeah, we split a room. It was like Ninja Turtles one side, New Kids on the Block, and all this other crap on the other. But she had more money than me because she was older too, 10 years older or something like that.
Wow, look at that cod.
Yes. It's like David Bowie and Labyrinth.
What's the number one thing you like about day-to-day running the store?
Oh, jeez. Well, I'm going to say I worked for a corporation for 15 years. I like not wearing a uniform, not being like a number, and no one cares. I don't know. Like, I feel like our customers care. We
Yeah.
care about each other. We care about what we're doing. We obviously want to have pride in what we're doing. And
You're not a sim.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I like, I mean, it's a passion, music, and it's nice to not have to answer to anyone.
Yeah, it is. Gotta feel good.
Yeah, I pretty much just to add what Jess said is the freedom to, not necessarily do what you want. I mean, we can. Obviously,
Yeah, 'cause
there
then
has
you
to be
expand
some.
the music part in the small one. I remember you were doing in the back room with another guy, weren't you? Like
We had.
fixing tunes and stuff.
Oh yeah,
tubes
that
and
stuff.
whatever.
Yeah, I just meant just thinking about the jobs I had. I worked at Kroger.
Mhm.
I worked at Parks and Recreation Department. Worked at a logistics company, and even those being corporate or very structured, I found that I was working in jobs where that they allowed me to kind of not necessarily like slip through the cracks. I don't know, like maybe they can tell I was like
doing something else?
No, just
Oh.
like neurodivergent or
Oh.
something. Like I just there were like jobs that I just like couldn't do, and I think people were very aware of that. So I think like this job like lends or owning like your own business, like this, even though there are time periods where we like have to be here, it is very accommodating to how my mind works, which can be very like scrambled sometimes because like like I might be brushing my teeth and then just like stop brushing my teeth and like put deodorant on and then start like blow drying my hair and then go back to brushing my teeth. So like having a job where like I tried getting a job at like Chrysler, where
like,
my
"Whoa."
dad was like my stepdad was a like health and safety manager, and they're just like it was like picking parts, and
You're
they're like you can't
I
do this
can't
job.
Forget this part, man. You got to do it by this. Oh, whoops.
And now, there's
You got,
no
like,
way
an
I would be
apple in
able to
your
do
hand.
it.
Oh.
Yeah. They're like, you need to do something that, like, where you can problem solve
Right,
or
yeah.
do something creative or. So the day-to-day stuff, I love that it is kind of like improv, and I love improvising, like especially with music. So. Yeah.
You had talked about how you get all ages coming in here a lot, but has the younger crowd caught on to record collecting or record purchasing? Have they caught on more than like in the last few years?
Yeah, and other media too. I would say the youngest people collecting things are the youngest people are like collecting cassettes right now.
Yeah, it seems like
That's weird.
like 8 to 12-year-olds
Yeah.
are a lot into cassettes, and CDs. A lot of like, I think teenagers getting their first cars have CD players because they're older than
Yeah.
whatever year they stopped putting CD players in cars.
And they're probably finding things in, like their parents' basement and stuff.
Yeah.
And be like,
Yeah, I
"What is
hear
this?"
that all the
We've heard
time.
conversations happen like that all the time. Like,
Oh, I see.
don't buy that Bush CD. I've got it in the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have my wife is mad because she doesn't have a CD player in her car, but I found a huge ass case of all her old blank CDs of like mixes and
Yeah.
all these different albums, and I'm like just in the car just popping in one after another.
I still got my heavyweight of discs in the zipper, Trapper Keeper style.
You still changing the
like-
disc while driving?
No,
Okay.
I don't even
You
have
do it
one anymore.
right?
I don't even know what I'd played on.
Oh.
I just
much
have them
easier
all.
to text while I'm driving. We don't condone that here on the
Right.
show. I know we're recording.
By the way.
We are a movie podcast, and we've
Surprise!
She's like, shit.
talked a lot about music. Those things go hand in hand. Just the other night, we went to see Metropolis, or I went to see Metropolis at the Midnight Monster Movies, Bay City, Michigan, Historic Masonic Temple. Check them out the third Saturday of every month. And we are hosting, next month, we are hosting Tammy and the T-Rex. So when you hear this, definitely go see Tammy and the T-Rex. Come hang out. We're going to be hanging out. You guys have hosted movies in the past as well, the Midnight Monster Movies. So shout them out. Music and movies go hand in hand. What is your favorite, or some of your favorites, soundtracks to go with?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean we're big movie people too. I think, and having like the physical copies of movies is important to us too. So just like music, so soundtracks, we kind of. I think we have a couple in common, like Holy Mountain, like The Shining.
Yeah.
Oh, The Shining. Yeah.
I love Halloween, one of my favorite movies of all time, and the John Carpenter stuff.
Just
Always
anything
good.
related. Did you like They Will Kill You? I saw you there when you had the
Oh,
mystery movie.
yeah.
I heard you guys
Oh.
laughing at the same parts I was laughing at.
Yeah, that was weird. That was like,
Yeah.
it was a mystery movie. We didn't know what we were getting into. But
Yeah, Bay City. I was like, I was glad they started doing it there now, because in Saginaw, I don't know how long they've been doing it, 2 years?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Too, yeah.
Yeah.
Then they
it's
finally
cool.
brought it, which is cool, yeah.
That was more violent
Yeah.
than I expected. I
Yeah.
guess.
It was not
action-packed.
bad, though, yeah. It's funny in parts. When it probably wasn't supposed to be, but
Yeah.
if you like horror, then you see something funny that happens, you're like, And some people are like going like this. Like my girlfriend, Any Blood, she's like, I'm like, this is where we differ. Because I'm like laughing and she's like, this is terrible.
So, on that topic, we went and saw Normal last night.
Was that good?
I
It was
mean,
okay.
To me, it reminded me a lot of It'll
'Cause-
Kill You with like the
Oh, really?
Tarantino style, like violence, like just
Bob
kind of-
Odenkirk, right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was really kind of just unexpected. It just like all of a sudden turned, and then it was like action and violence.
Oh.
People
Yeah.
dying and no one like caring.
Yeah.
Like,
You're like, oh, just like a
blasting
purge.
People,
Yeah.
Weird.
It was a little ridiculous. Yeah.
It's entertaining.
Yeah.
We like a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think it's an hour and a half, so we're good, right?
Yeah.
The movie. Hell yeah.
It's quick, yeah.
I like to use you guys as somewhat of an algorithm. When I come into the store and I don't know what I'm looking for usually. I tend to kind of flip through everything. I've bought records based on the album art. I've bought albums based on either one of your recommendations, and I like doing that. I like buying something and just checking it out. What is maybe the number one album that you recommend the most? Like when somebody goes, what do you recommend?
Oh yeah. Well, we usually ask a couple more questions. Like,
Okay.
Usually, someone's like, if they're looking for a jazz album and they're like, I just want something instrumental that's like vibey for my dinner party or whatever. And then
You're
we
like-
can ask like, you want saxophone, guitar,
Thelonious
Oh.
Monk style.
piano, yeah. And then Jordan usually takes over on that because he knows more about all the jazz we have. And if someone's looking, usually we only really get questions about jazz. I feel like.
Oh, really?
Usually, I mean, people know.
Everybody else is
classic
looking at what they're
rock.
looking for in other stuff.
Such a vast genre.
Yeah.
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 It's like it goes back way far.
And people
compared-
don't know where to start with it, I guess.
It
Other
does
than,
go
like-
back like car seats.
Yeah. It's trial and error, I think, for jazz too, because you don't know, you just get one, and then you go from there. Then
Like
you
as
start
like as somebody who believes in the power of Stanley Turrentine as much as I believe in the power of Lemmy Kilmister, it's such a vast variety of music here, and like when I came into the store, I talked about how I was not a fan of Neil Young, and
And I gasped.
You were like,
Jessica gasped.
How dare you get out?
And she said, you have to listen to this album. So, of course, I bought this album, right? I don't remember.
Was it On the Beach?
On the Beach, I think. Now I own like 15 Neil Young albums across the board. I'm searching for Mirror Ball. If we ever get it into the store, I want that. But because of the Electric Kitsch, I am now a Neil Young fan. And I think that I'm probably not the only one to ever find their thing here. I think that's
Yeah, I think we've had some success stories with that,
yeah.
which is cool to always to expose someone to something different.
Yeah. That's what I was going to ask you, Jordan. You remember in 2014, what karaoke song you sang and danced on the table at the Green Hut? Because I have no clue what it was, because no one else knew what it was. And I was like, what is the song that he picked?
Oh,
And Jordan just started off slow, and all of a sudden he jumped on the table. I was like, oh, shit.
I have
Wow.
2014.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was to see how far back you
Yeah,
could
I mean,
no
He
clue.
used to do Highway Star a lot and AC/DC and
Was there
Ace
one
of
specifically that
Spades.
got you to jump on table or no?
Ace of Spades or
I don't
Cold
know.
Gin.
Yeah, it was something that no one knew. That's what was funny. And I was
That's
like,
weird.
Was
Yeah.
it Harry Chapin, the Bananas?
you ran up to everybody in the mic and you're like, no, no. And then you like ran over there and I was like, holy shit. You were everywhere. It was hilarious. I was just like, I don't know what
I'm
song.
sorry.
We
That's
used to do
fine.
a lot of karaoke.
I just didn't know
Yeah.
like if there was a specific song. You're like, I only do this to that one. So I was curious and I'm like, I still never know. I wish I would have recorded it.
Jordan
no.
goes hard with every performance.
Yeah.
It's any song.
I swing for the fences
Yeah.
and everything.
Like, I could do Rainbow Connection and run up,
Yeah.
up and down the table.
Man, I wish I knew.
I did too, because I was like,
Thanks for remembering.
yeah.
though.
I couldn't forget it. It was hilarious.
well, what's a genre or a popular artist that you guys just don't vibe with? I know there's probably a lot, but like,
David Hasselhoff,
Uh,
the German years.
He's not so popular here.
No,
There's a lot.
yeah.
It's tough. It's
the
tough
one that
when-
sticks out.
like a band gets super popular and it's like it's
Not
just
good anymore.
Everyone's asking for it, and it's like there's been a lot lately like that.
Taylor Swift type stuff.
Well, I mean, Taylor's Taylor.
Okay.
I don't know, like it's been good for record stores. I think.
Well, yeah, you get popular things, then you know they're gonna sell. So.
Yeah.
But you're like, if for you guys personally, it's like you hear it and you're like, nah. But everybody else go for it.
Yeah, it's almost everything.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Anyone underrated that people aren't listening to that you guys would recommend?
oh yeah, that's probably an easier question.
Yeah, I don't.
Everything that's not super popular or trendy. Yeah, I don't know. Say anything.
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I missed like the last 3 questions, so I'm still that's where like my head was at.
He's still trying to figure out what song he was
Right.
singing in 2014.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
or trying to
Mhm.
I don't know. It's so personal for me. Like, oh man, like I have problems with certain types of distortion. Like, so this stems back from like being a kid and listening to sounds, and then fast forward to I'm 43 now. So, I mean, I can tell like right off the bat if a recording has a certain level of distortion that is not gonna hit with me. And it's just about everything that's been recorded digitally is like distorted to the moon.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't really like hear it, but it's there, and it's in every genre of music. So like back before digital like destroyed everything, I know people are gonna be like, "Are you period?" Like, no, dude, it is like a known fact that like digital music and digital recordings and distortion is like literally distorting our cognitive way of thinking. So like it's very hard for me to listen to like modern music. Like, so when you had like things like tubes, vacuum tubes, we're talking about like vacuum tubes and magnetic tape, or things that are like being directly recorded to like acetate, like that distortion becomes, or like it's almost like pleasing to the ears, whereas like digital distortion, like I said, like and I can give you all the documents that like literally
It doesn't sound as real as.
no, it's like that it's literally
not
destroying our like
Yeah.
the way our brain
Yeah.
like should be like functioning. So, and I mean that can be like like part of the cause for a lot of like cognitive issues that have like risen with like maybe like ADHD and things like this
Yeah.
and blah blah blah. But again, so do I? It's like, do I vibe with like artists like in this age, like kind of as like people that are like really creative with certain things, but it's like I'd rather see it live and unmiked, because again, like live shows too, like the amount of distortion that you hear in like a live setting is. I mean, it's not like people say, "Oh, you gotta wear earplugs." Yeah, sort of, but it's literally
Yeah.
the distortion that is like destroying your brain, not necessarily your earwaves. So yeah, it's kind of hard for me to.
You love
Shoot some
Sab.
names out there.
You love Sab Carp. Don't even
He
play.
does love Sam Carp.
Yeah, but
it's some of the catchy pop.
yeah, the songs are
But, yeah,
catchy.
But if you could record Sam Carp, it'd
Oh.
be way better. Like you'd love it better more.
Yeah, I don't know if, and a great way to kind of do it is to put like a modern dance CD on, and then put on like a jazz record from like '58, and you can kind of hear this, like an actual vinyl record. You can kind of like hear the air clear. I know this is like a lot more than you probably asked for about
You're like,
what artists don't I like.
Right. Yeah.
It's like,
Just like Travis Tritt, okay? No,
yeah,
just kidding.
Travis Tritt,
Well,
Jelly Roll.
no, you get
but,
like detailed, so you know, like can't give an answer because you're constructively thinking.
Yeah.
This is why I can't pick one because of this.
Yeah, I'm really, yeah. And again, it's like the digital side of it is like kind of like monotonized, like all the sounds. There's a great YouTube video of someone going through like all the triggered. So a trigger is something that recording studios use when you like hit something. It sends like that signal to something else to make it sound like whatever you want.
Oh.
And I mean, there are thousands of snare drums that was using like the same exact trigger sound in like the 90s, like the 2000s.
Because I knew it was
It's just
working. Probably.
I mean, how annoying is that? Like, where's the fun in any of that? Where's the
Just
creativeness?
making
Like
repetitive things.
Like, and yeah, to me, like the digital side with like the endless amount of tracks, it's like, whoa, there's 137 guitar tracks in this. It like, I mean, it took all the creativeness away because it was like you weren't thinking about like what you could do in the reel. You were just thinking about what the computer could do for you, and like what this can do and what that can do, and like you really weren't like
just
putting it together.
Cutting out the work, really.
Yeah, and I mean,
like,
so
you can record this day. I'm at home, and you can record over here, and I'm in the studio. I'm like, oh.
yeah,
Not like collectively all together.
And so for me, I'd rather like listen to someone like play like 10 feet
there.
in front of me. You know, like I just want to hear you play like like drums.
Right.
Like, oh my
Raw
god.
drums. Yeah.
Yeah.
Way different.
We live in an area that's very, very specific for that. We have a lot of music venues around us that you can go do that almost every single night.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know, places like BMO's and White's
Chet's. Did
and
Chet's do music?
No.
they don't?
Scotty
Oh.
Sandbar and
yeah.
we live in a lot of, and not just music. If you want to go see a play, you can do that. You've done some acting. Can you tell us about that?
Oh, geez. I'm mostly like a shadow caster, like for Rocky Horror. But yeah, I've tried to act.
Yeah.
And right now I'm stage managing for one of them, so I like to be involved with something.
Oh, tell us about that. I want to know about that.
So we're doing, it's called Mr. Burns, a post-electric Simpsons play, and it does have music in it. We're starting the music rehearsals tonight, actually.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's a really dark tale that is kind of Simpsons themed. It's about the apocalypse, and just it's really dark and it's crazy. So should be interesting.
That's awesome.
Sure.
Yeah.
You gonna be in it, or are you just doing?
I'm
the
just
production?
stage managing,
Oh, okay.
so yeah, which is a lot of work. I've never stage managed before,
Yeah.
so I'm learning as I'm going. But
There's-
we
yeah.
have really talented actors, a lot of great vocalists. It's gonna be really good. There's a lot of talent in this
Yeah.
area.
Does it come out like a certain date, or you don't have one
It's
yet?
the last weekend in May
Oh, okay. And it's gonna be where?
at the Masonic Temple. It's the Vanishing Elephant thing.
Oh.
It's the theater troupe there.
Nice. Awesome.
You gotta check that out.
Yeah. I didn't,
Yeah, if
I
you're a
wouldn't even-
Simpsons fan,
Oh,
like
hell yeah.
there's a lot of references. Like we've been rewatching the Simpsons episodes that are mentioned
Yeah.
in the play.
Yeah, I like getting people to have never seen it before Simpsons just start watching it. I'll just have it on. Like my girlfriend's kid is watching it now. He's never watched it.
Yeah.
And then when I leave, she's like, "Oh, he's on watching The Simpsons." I'm like, "Yes."
That's wild.
Yeah.
It's been on so long.
I know. And he's like
Yeah.
7, so I'm like,
Yeah.
perfect.
It's got a lot to catch up on.
Oh yeah, it was like what 50 seasons, close
even
to
know.
43, I think.
Yeah. So
It was just like yesterday was the anniversary of when it first
Was it 80,
aired
89,
on.
I think.
Well, it started on the Tracy
Tracy,
Ullman
yeah.
show. Yeah, in 1987.
Yeah, because I used to watch that like before I went to bed. It was
Yeah, I used to watch
Tracy,
it too.
Tracy Ullman, Simpsons, or no, Simpsons, Tracy Ullman, and then In Living Color. That, and I was like, I couldn't wait because Living Color. Right after it was done, I knew I had to go to bed, and I was like, oh, I got to watch at least Simpsons and Tracy Ullman, and then that. It was so fun.
I was born in 2004. Huh?
No,
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Wait,
he doesn't know.
Yeah, it's
Whoa.
like most of the actors in the play right now are very young.
Are they
There's me and one other actor who's I think he's 50.
been around?
So yeah, everyone else is like in their 20s.
So they just discovered it within the last 10 years or so.
Yeah, no.
Who knows? Yeah,
Stepping outside of the store, you're recording music, source of light and power. Is that your main outlet for music? Or are you doing stuff on your own, or what else is going on?
Yeah, so Source Light and Power is what I have with my friend and music partner Mitch Anderson. Yeah, we're just continuing to make stuff constantly because we have a radio show and we make like music beds for the show, but it's also allowed us to just kind of just keep recording and playing music as much as we want without really having like we're making this record and it's going to be released and we're going to have a party and then that's it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and it's a lot different, I guess, than putting up a single or something on Bandcamp, or
Yeah.
we're dropping a single. It's just like we just have new music every week on the radio show, and whoever wants to tune in. Like today's going to be a big one. Today's Monday. We broadcast on Monday, live FM or online. But yeah, Mitch said he lost his voice, so he said he's just cutting a bunch of new stuff from us, and he's like, I'm barely gonna talk. I'm just gonna play a bunch of our records and go from there.
Is he the one that helped you with the fixing of stuff too? Was that his name? Or
No,
who's
that
another
was
guy?
Chris.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah.
I don't know why Mitch sounded familiar for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not. So what do you guys like to do when you're not working? Is there anything that you're like, all right, we're done, we're not thinking about here, whatever, even though it's probably on your mind all the time? Is there somewhere you like to go? Is there something you like to do, like other than
That's not music related.
Yeah,
Or
I mean, you could always
movie, or-
incorporate it when you're
we're-
doing
We're
stuff.
big into movies.
Yeah.
We watch a lot. We like going to the theater, like
Yeah.
eating popcorn, getting soda.
Yeah.
The theater experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always liked the theater experience too.
Yeah.
And fascinated again with the sound and
Right.
the early 50s. And oh yeah, I like to Cameron, you had mentioned like watching Metropolis and the sound and like film, cinema, like sound go hand in hand. But sound, I think, almost takes the precedent. Like there's a book that I've been meaning to read. It came out in 2015, and it's all about silent films and synchronizing the sound with silent films. And they're talking about like, they would. So when the live performers, they didn't want anyone, to show like the orchestra or the people that were like singing like to the movie. But I learned this trick that they did was they were to record the conductor, and they would have him in a mirror that would be like facing the musicians so that they knew exactly when to play, like it was timed up with the movie. So music was like and sound was such a huge part. Like we have these great silent films, but again, we have to fill this with music and sound and like voices, and I just can't think of a movie that like doesn't have like a sound stage or soundtrack or score.
Something to it.
Like I remember like Lars Van Trier talked about
I
what?
don't think Dogville does it?
Yeah, well that was part when he was doing like if they're not listening to music like in the movie, like I don't want like music that's like not in the movie.
Sure.
Oh.
Like him, and there was like a couple other directors that was like called like Dogma 95 that they were like, there's no score, there's no like outside noise, like whatever. It's just if it's just people talking, it's just people talking.
Yeah,
Like we're not going to
nothing
have
with it.
a string quartet.
Yeah.
We're not going to have pictures of an exhibition in the background.
I think that's when you can really hear like the dialogue easier.
Very
When-
different, right? Like
you
because when
watch
you think
old
about
movies,
movies, like we said, like you think about soundtracks and like the eeriness of like Psycho and
Yeah.
or the eeriness of like Shining and
Yeah.
like and then I know like visuals are like really cool too, but it's like, man, imagine putting like doinky music to The Shining. It would like
Stab.
I mean, wouldn't it change
would
everything
laugh.
about it? Yeah, it's the music
Yeah,
that like
'cause if
the
you didn't have it.
sound that kind of gives everything. It's like
Yeah.
along with like the visual aspect of it, but the music is always there.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking on that, did you guys happen to watch Tonal that came out?
No.
Oh,
Under
oh no, wait, it's
Undertone.
Undertone. Undertone. I
Oh,
always
like,
get that right. Yeah,
Tonal.
Undertone.
Oh, is that
Wait.
the podcast?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah, we did
see that
It's like-
one.
Yeah, did you guys
Oh,
like
yeah.
it?
I don't think I did.
I
Every
bel-
movie.
I believe that. Oh, they got Jared syndrome. I believe that on the show I said it's the most interesting movie where nothing happens.
Yeah, I can't,
Yeah.
because honestly, I can't remember. And it was only like a month ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't long ago. Yeah, I think we were just
Yeah.
we didn't have like high expectations going in, but then
Just something interesting it
Yeah.
sounded like, and then you go and you're like, oh.
yeah,
Well, you get stinkers sometimes, you know.
I feel like it.
You have to experience a stinker to appreciate the good stuff.
Garth, that was a haiku.
Yeah.
Watch a lot of stinkers though.
Oh yeah.
And then
definitely.
there's some stinkers I like. I don't know.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
hits me the
I
right
do that all the
way.
time with Cameron. He's like, I don't like Pee-wee's Big Adventure. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? It's like one of my favorites.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens.
And then you
It's
like
fun.
whatever you liked, and I was
Personal
like, eh.
preference.
Yeah.
everything.
It's a generational thing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Nostalgic.
Yeah, 2004, jeez.
Yeah.
That's really when you
I was
were
born in 1998.
Still.
We always up the
Yeah,
year.
the joke.
Changing
Yeah,
it.
Like
the
every
joke
time he
on-
says something was bad, and I'm like, from the past that I grew up with, yeah, I like, oh, you're born in 2012 anyway, so it doesn't matter. You don't know shit.
Are any you guys buy records every once in a while, right? Is there any like crazy customer still coming in trying to sell you like Beach Boys albums or anything
I
like?
mean, we take some Beach Boys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Sell me
yeah.
some Beach Boys.
It's,
Yeah.
it's pretty much just like easy listening and like European classical and country that we don't want.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there any that you
Just-
turn away that you're always like, nah, not this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly
Someone brings in like,
edition, but
yeah.
What
You
are
know,
you
it's-
looking for when you're buying records?
So
maybe
much.
maybe for yourself or for the shop.
Rare, probably.
For the shop, I mean, anything in the classic rock realm. Beatles and Zeppelin, Sabbath, Bowie, CCR, any of that 60s, 70s.
anything.
Yeah.
Hip hop.
Hip hop,
Yeah.
hair metal, any metal, punk. Any
There's
jazz.
some Blue Note and Verve and labels.
Yeah. I want some prog and some Zool rock and some Italian
What's
like
the most
disco
like
and-
valued one that you've ever seen come in here, and you're like, yo, what?
I think we've been kind of lucky with seeing a couple.
Yeah.
that were like
rare
really,
things.
yeah.
Yeah, probably Jeff Cowell. He was
Okay.
in Michigan. He's from Michigan, I
Yeah.
should say. He recorded a record called Lucky Strikes and Liquid Gold.
Okay,
It's
pretty rare.
really sought after. It's really good.
Yeah.
And it's weird. It's got like I think more questions behind it than answers.
Okay.
It was recorded in I want to say the UP and Chicago. Like he recorded it with Ken Nordine. I don't know if you guys know who Ken Nordine is. He's a voiceover actor from like the 60s and 70s. Like you've heard his voice.
Oh.
But he made records too, like really weird spoken word jazz records.
Seems like
his
a lot
voices.
of them did that. Like even like the people that did voices on Walt Disney, like from the 40s, they had like
Oh,
records
okay.
that they did of their own. I'm like,
Yeah.
this guy did.
But his
Like
re-
Spock
yeah.
does it, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And they're cool records
Yeah.
too. Yeah, and same with Ken Nordine. But yeah,
Mhm.
so Jeff Cowell did a record with like Ken Nordine and his son, and it's like a psychedelic pop record.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
Someone
was
brought
probably,
it in and saw it. You saw it or no?
No, I found that on
Oh,
a
you
call.
found it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, found that one on a call.
Dang.
And I like to stick to Michigan stuff.
Yeah. You like
like,
cherry slush?
Timothy-
You like that?
Cherry slush. Yeah,
that's-
yeah.
My dad has that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really sought after
Uh-huh.
too.
Yeah.
Another like more worldwide one was like Timothy Ward, Strange
yeah.
but True.
Mm-hmm.
We've had that record come through.
Conway Twitty.
Conway Twitty, yeah.
So I'm in the dollar bin right now. I
Yeah.
figured it
Yeah.
out.
That was the other one. His name was Saginaw something.
Oh, like Lefty Frizzle?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Saginaw, Michigan was the
Yeah.
song. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Lefty
Yeah,
Frizzle,
you know,
yeah.
I haven't seen that record
Yeah.
in a while.
Me
Yeah.
neither. I was trying to think like question mark. Isn't he from here?
Yeah.
Saginaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He comes around every round. I think they got a mural downtown of him.
They
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. He comes in where I work
I
sometimes.
think we think he's the drummer. Comes in pretty often with his grandson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a unique
Super
look to him.
nice,
Yeah. You could tell like he was some kind of music. He's got like that look. I'm like,
Question mark.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
question
like
mark?
that's question
Yeah.
mark.
Oh, for sure.
got the chain
yeah.
wallet and he's got the dark
Glasses.
dyed
He
black
always
hair.
still wears a shirt on.
Yeah,
button.
yep.
And there's a documentary.
Yeah,
right?
there's
Oh, is
being a
there?
documentary being
Yeah.
made.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome.
So
I
that'd
didn't
be
know
cool.
that.
Hopefully they screen that locally and we'll all be able to go.
Look like my uncle.
We're waiting for the ice cream truck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the ice
They
cream
Oh,
truck.
it's
said they
coming?
were
show
coming
up.
today.
Oh dang. What is it? Ice cream truck. Is it like
Yeah,
name?
it's
certain
Sweet
name?
Treats.
Hi there.
Hi.
We're just doing an interview.
You recorded the introduction for our radio show that I did,
Right,
the
yeah.
Mid-Michigan Sound Operative. And when we were looking for music for our show, which I laid down just simple bass tracks. I only know 4 chords. So I laid down simple bass tracks for our show, which works. We only
Yeah.
need 30 seconds at a time. But we reached out to an artist. His name is Bob Hausler, who did the music for our show. So when you listen to that, you'll hear music that he produced. but we'd like to work together again, because, like I said, high tides raise all ships. You come up with something cool, we would like to play it here on the show. Even, even if we
cool.
can, even if we can lay it down a whole track, to start or to end the program. At any point, we started doing that a while ago, and I got good feedback from that, and it's so much work outside of just producing the show to reach out to artists and, hey, can we play your music on the show, and finding unsigned bands because I don't want to okay it with the record label, and like it's so much work. So
Yeah, cool. That's awesome. Thanks.
yes, but yes, check out Source of Light and Power. You've got films here. Have you ever looked into, like, these are all music, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever looked into selling just like a blockbuster movie? Have you ever looked into something like that?
Jess and I thought about it, but we just, that's all it's ever, how far it's got. We just talked about it. Like maybe selling DVDs and
Yeah.
VHS tapes.
Yeah.
Sure.
And they even having like a rental
Like
store.
a vintage one, yeah. Bring it back.
Yeah.
People miss that, man. I miss it.
I miss it too.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about how we used to love like going
Signing-
to the
oh, dude, that
on
was my
Friday.
favorite thing to do. I'd
Yeah.
rent like 4, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to go and watch.
Yeah, but you go to
Go pick 'em out.
the rental store and there's like 20 other people
Oh,
in
yeah.
there. Some kids running around.
Yeah.
Doing what, like,
You gotta
you
get
get
the new release before the
Then you
other
get to
person.
get to read the back. And like, oh,
I know.
I
I
miss that
totally
so
miss
bad.
it.
Yeah.
See all the empty family videos.
yeah, family
Yeah.
video, and then we had American video and Hollywood video and Saginaw.
Hollywood video.
I miss
yeah.
all
I got
those.
a couple records.
Oh, okay.
Just gonna bring in.
All right.
Yeah, I saw that Blockbuster hat back there, the trucker hat. And the trucker hat back there, and I was like, oh, this is cool. I want it.
I think they finally took down the sign, and somebody,
I know.
I
I
know.
wanted it.
it was there for so long. They have an old like restaurant that a kid I went to school with, Zesto's. They have the sign right behind a barn. It's like right up against the building. I'm like, that's been there forever, and I'm like,
Yeah.
who? Probably the family that owns it, but.
You have the small Blockbuster out front.
Mm-hmm.
Are you stocking that just on stuff that you're like, we've seen this a lot, we can fill it up? Or are you buying specifically for that?
I don't typically buy for it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we
I'll pick up movies at thrift stores and stuff, and I'll watch them and then throw them in there.
Sure.
Just pick random ones.
Yeah, stuff
Yeah.
I want to see.
Yeah.
Like
You
I
just-
only collect
stuff that you
like
want.
my favorites, and then I just.
That's what I'm
kinda
trying to do.
watch 'em
So I don't
recycle.
have a bunch of crap that I'm like,
Yeah.
I need to get rid of these.
And the people in the community have been using it, and more so taking than giving. But once in a
But-
while, I'll go out there and they'll be full of stuff, and I'll be like, "Hey,
Oh,
it's stuff
wow.
that's not for me. That's cool."
That is cool. Dang.
We should buy a handful and stick them out there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh.
Want to thank you for being here today. Thanks for the interview, and thanks for being here and being part of our community, because without this, like, where are people going? You know,
Yeah.
where are you buying physical music? And
Yeah. Keeps people off the internet buying crap.
although we are streaming Apple and YouTube and Spotify,
Do what you gotta
I don't exactly love that. You know, I like that this show is accessible, but I don't love it for my music. I love like a nice like 180 gram. I like dropping the needle on it, and it sounds good, and it's therapeutic in a lot of ways. And yeah, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for talking to
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Strike the Set is a Cave and Clover production, powered by popcorn and powerful filmmaking.